Hey everybody, happy Sunday night. What's everybody up to? Hey Chris, Jeanette, Larry. Guess everybody's probably still at Mises right now. Guess she's having a big giveaway or something. Hey Sarah, how's it going? What have you guys been up to? What have you been up to since the show earlier? Earlier show. I'm working on my hat. Working on my hat so far. Got 2 more rows onto it anyway. I'm gonna work on some more rows on my hat. See if anybody shows up and wants to join us. He said it's gonna be a short show tonight though, because I don't talk a lot on my shows when I'm not doing nothing else. So be sure and throw lots of comments in there so I can talk about it. Got back from dinner with the better half. I'm done running for the day. Working on my hat, I started. Says Sarah. Well, welcome in everybody. Welcome in all our subs and our Justice members. I don't know if Justice could be on. We'll see if she shows up, and we'll see what goes on. All right. Other than that, I'm working on this hat. It's in description is down in the hat is down in the description. The one I'm working on. It's from Pull it back up again. Ruby's Crochet, I believe. So you have Simple Easy hats for crochet. You'll find lots of Simple Easy hats. Yeah, Ruby Knit Crochet. It said crochet easy hat. Well, we can talk about whatever. We can do some diamond art. You want to do some diamond art with me, Connie?
Do what?
Diamond art. You haven't started diamond art yet? Why not?
No, ain't going to either. Hi,
Diamond
everybody.
art's like it's been around for a while, but like I guess it's just making like everybody's starting to do it now though.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in it at all.
It's like paint by number though.
I can't stand paint by number. I
See, and
okay, so I was given like 3 different things of paint by number when I was younger, and I tried doing it, and I ended up just painting it the way I wanted to because I didn't like the colors. Just it didn't look right
well, yeah.
to me.
So I did paint by numbers as a kid too, and the thing is, so I did like my main colors inside the blocks that tells you what to do, but
Hmm.
I didn't go to the whole outside of the block, right? I just kept it in the middle, and then I
Uh huh.
blended everything together after.
Well, yeah. Well, I ended up just doing it the way I got my own paints out and just did it the way I wanted. So I'm like, why am I doing these kits when I can just do it? So yeah, that's
So,
why
so you can paint, so you can paint like the great classic artists.
I don't. I want to paint like me.
Well, no, I understand that, but people have to learn somewhere.
Yes, and it's a great thing, and it's good for people who want to do it. I just choose not to do it.
See, I heard a rumor. Correct me if I'm wrong on this one. Hold on a second. Chris says she's working on a candy corn washcloth and moving to the Burst of Kindness beanie. Hello, Lydia. She's doing
Lydia.
diamond art painting right now. See?
Also, and
So,
I have nothing against people doing it. I just don't. It's not something. First of all, I don't like tedious work,
yeah.
and that right there is no something I'm not gonna like. But crocheting to me is not tedious. I
Okay, it's
enjoy
fun.
crocheting,
Exactly.
but the moving those that would drive me bunkers. You know,
Okay.
I do happy color on my
Hmm.
phone, which is coloring by just by touching it. I will use I will get the most less colors to do so I can do it quicker because it's too tedious. I don't like tedious work.
Jeanette says she didn't get to see your dress earlier.
Oh, I'll show it to you. Hold on. It's like 3 inch. 2 inches longer now. Let me get it ready to show you. So there's the bottom of the skirt. It's going to be like down, probably down to here. And then I'll put another ruffle on it. And that's the bodice. And then I've got these little ones that will be like it's almost like a bib on the front and the back, and then the straps.
Oh, you're adding straps to those.
Yeah, it'll be made out of those smaller ones. So it'll be like from this square here will be under the arm, and then the bib will be up, here, and then the straps. But yeah, I was thinking that this apron or the skirt was going to be too poofy, but the longer it's getting, the nicer it's looking.
Drapier.
Yep. Plus, I'll put another, when I get down twice this size, I'll put 2 more rows of the darker purple, and then I'll do another small ruffle underneath it.
Oh, it's going to look cool. She'll definitely love that.
I think she will. Thank you, guys.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I heard a rumor, this was way back, that the great artists used to teach artistry classes themselves, right? Da Vinci, Van Gogh, and all them, right? Like, and the thing is that so the classes they taught, because they were teaching realism and cubism and everything else, that they used to steal their students' work and put their name on them.
I'm sure they did. Well, some of them I don't think so. Like Leonardo da Vinci, I don't know if he would have. His art was so different. I just don't know. He could have. I don't know. Who can say yes they did now, because none of them are alive. But I mean, when he did the Sistine Chapel, everybody could see that it was him that was doing it.
Well, yeah, yeah, laying on its back the whole time. I mean, I don't know. Your arm would kill you after a while.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it. That's for sure.
Lady says, Sarah, you like doing it. I have a diamond art paint tool that does not wax. I turn it on. I have 2 tools or cordless pens. So I have the wax one, but I ordered a vacuum one. Yeah, it just plugs it. It's a USB plug-in, and apparently it's got a little vacuum. Just vacuums it up, and you just stick it on your pattern. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about wax anymore.
Yeah, wax can get dust on it. And
no, you cover it up every time when you're not using it.
Oh, see, I'm just not. That's not my forte. If somebody was to give me one of those, I would give it away. I mean, that's how much I do not want.
You wouldn't even try it, like even a small one.
I have no desire. Hi, Tammy. I just don't. I have no desire to do that. I've got so many things I'm doing, John. I mean,
yeah, it's just one. Well, it's like me. It's just one more thing.
Yeah, but I am getting ready to put my sewing room together, and I'm going to start quilting again, and I'm going to start scrolling soon again. Along with
so you remember the little bead art, like the little bead art animals you make, like the lizard, the frog.
Yeah, the pony bead ones. I love doing those.
Yeah. So where you run the string through and then run it back through, and run it back through okay. So I seen a pattern where you can actually crochet those.
Yes.
So you basically crochet all your rings, and then you crochet like a long string basically, and put it all together.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Never done them, but I've seen them. Those are fun to do. I know they were for my grandson, but his hands are not quite strong enough, or he doesn't have, he's only 7, so it was a little bit harder. Yeah. So he picked out what he wanted me to do, and I was doing them for him. But
Hey,
the
Tim.
perler beads, I made him do all that work. I did the ironing, but he had to pick all those little beads up and put them on the little thing because my nails weren't. I couldn't pick them up with my nails.
So you put them on the tray, then you iron
You
them
have to put
down,
them on
right?
the tray. Yeah. So I would do the ironing. Hi, Tracy. But yeah, he was doing that part. He made a whole bunch of them. He had made more than what I showed, and he took them home with him. But I have tons
Hey,
of.
do you remember Shrinky Dinks?
I do them all the time.
You still do them?
Uh-huh. I still do.
Do you buy
Still do.
do you buy the kits or do you just make your own?
I make my own. Also, if you get food in a plastic tray that is a 6, you know how they have the
Yep,
uh
the recycle code on them.
this, and it's a 6, that is shrinky stuff too, and you can do it.
Yeah, yeah. You cut the top and the bottom, and you got 2 layers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yep, I do it.
I seen that you could also do them out of CD cases as well.
Yes, you can. I've made all kinds of earrings, necklaces, all kinds of things out of
So,
them.
have you ever thought about doing your own art on them?
I did one like 7 or 8 years ago. I did a little. I didn't paint it because the paint won't shrink down.
Yeah,
But I did a painting and put it behind it, and then I used the markers and colored it in with the markers and
yeah,
did
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did
I
that.
wonder. I wonder how small does it like if you did a big one, how small would a big one go? Like if you were to do like a 12 by 12, like if you were to paint a 12 by 12, would it go down to like a plate size? You know what I mean?
It goes down 60%. I think is
Okay,
what.
so a 12 by 12 would end up being like a 5 by 5.
Yeah, yeah,
That's about a plate size, and then you just trim off the edges to make it round. And you could have like
right. Yeah,
coasters. Oh.
coasters. Yeah, that would be the good size for coasters. Also, I have encased some of my stuff in resin, some of my paintings, and I have coaster sets, resin coaster sets, square ones
Oh
and
yeah.
round
Oh.
ones.
See, I'm starting to see a lot of macrame stuff on Pinterest now too. I want to get some macrame.
Yeah, I haven't done macrame in a while, but I have macrame, and I've done a lot of my plant hangings in macrame, and I've done other stuff, but it's been a long time. But I do have a bunch that I purchased to do it with because I wanted to do some more. I just haven't done it yet. I did that Tree of Life a few years ago, the one that Mishi bought from me.
Yeah.
It was not out of macrame, but I would like to make one out of macrame. The one I made and she bought for me was out of baker's twine.
Well, same thing basically. Well, I guess you
Yeah, just
macrame more.
smaller.
Yeah.
I used a metal. No, yeah, I can't. Was it? It might have been a metal hoop, or it was a embroidery hoop. I can't remember what it was. I think it was an embroidery hoop that I put it on, but it was tedious work. Drove me crazy. Hey, Jesky, but I did it. But it was tedious because I had to put all the beads on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful though, and
Hey, Jesse, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while.
huh? Yeah,
I haven't seen Jesse in a while.
yeah. It's been a while.
So how'd your premiere go?
Huh?
How'd your premiere go?
Good. I think I had 9 or 10 people. I
Cool.
know a lot of some of my regulars weren't there, just
They're over
because.
at Mishi's.
Oh,
I checked it. I checked to see what was going on, and I'm like, oh, Mishi's on with 120 people over there. Oh,
mm,
she's doing a giveaway.
yeah. Um, let's see. Chris said, if you make coasters, could you put holes to crochet a trim from the? Well, putting a hole in resin after it's been cured is not an easy task.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it before the resin sets.
So
But I was act. Go ahead.
I was going to say, usually you have to have a mold that already has the posts, so that when you take it off, it's already got the holes. Because
Yeah,
it's really hard if you can make your own molds, but you still have to be able to get the hole posts in there.
yeah. You could drill them after, but you need like diamond tip bits to drill through the resin.
It,
They're a pain in
they're
the ass,
yes, they are really hard, and so I
especially
would
if you crack one too. That you just don't want to do that.
yeah, you just have to throw it away. Um, I would never try it if I
But
didn't
I
have the
have seen
mold.
it. I did see it, Michael's. Actually, you can buy them on Amazon and Temu as well. So you can get the laser cutout bottoms for like purses to build your purses off, right? So you got a solid base on the bottom of your purse, so you
Hmm.
can build off the bottom of
Right.
those. So I also seen one the other day. Uh, this, she was using big buttons, but you needed you still needed a steel hook just
Hmm.
to start your crochet off the center of your button. So you still need your buttons going to be pretty big to have a hole in the center of them, probably at least a 2 mil hole, right?
Right.
To start your crochet around it, and then
Hmm.
you can go to bigger hook to do she was actually making sunflower buttons for a jacket, so she
Right.
so right, which actually made sense because they're pretty big. So you can do sunflowers and daisies and whatever flowers are these big buttons to put on your cardigans as
Right.
an accent, right? Which was kind of
Yeah.
cool. And so I was looking at that, going, "Well, okay, I can make my own buttons." Number one, number two, I don't see why I can't do coasters as well. And it's funny that Chris brought that up
Right.
because I was actually
Exactly.
thinking about that the other day, just doing a coaster and setting up a drill jig for us. I can just drill holes around the outside, these squares and round ones, the star ones,
Hmm.
whatever shapes, and just crochet into those.
Now, one thing you could do, because I've done this before with resin, and Sarah, that's cool because I love resin. I love working with it. Um, Hot glue. I have used hot glue to change my mold to what I wanted it to be like, and the resin peels right off of it. When I did my countertop on my island that I built, I used resin, and I used the hot glue to keep it on the sides
Spreading.
so it wouldn't spill off and just pour off um, of it. So I used hot glue, and so that changed it. And I've used it. I made a, a chess and a crochet. I don't know, chess and a
Checkers.
checkers board and the pieces, and I made a box for them to go into, one that opens and shuts. And I wanted to separate the chess. I wanted a compartment with the chess pieces and a section with um the checker pieces. And so I used hot glue to create a separation with the resin, and that worked. And then afterwards, it just peeled off. The hot glue did.
Cool. There's always different ways to get the final look that you're going for. Just got to think about it for a bit.
Exactly. And even my countertop, I wanted it. I didn't want it to look exactly like my granite countertops, but I wanted it to look like it was a cousin to it. So the
Yeah.
colors weren't exact, but they were similar. So I started out with one color down, and then I started putting other colors, and then I put a gold fleck on it, and to get it to those colors, and then I ended up putting 3 coats or 4 coats of resin on it to make it nice and thick. And then my brother-in-law, who lived with us for a while, the one that was an alcoholic, he cut into, he was using a knife on it, on my island, which pissed me off. I had to fill those lines with resin, and then he dropped something on my granite and chipped a little piece out. So I used resin to fill that spot, and you can't tell that it was ever chipped because the resin filled the spot up. Because it is granite, but it's not granite. It's man-made, like Corian.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's a Corian or quartz countertop.
yeah, and you can't tell that I put resin there. It just looks just like the rest of the countertop.
I tried to get Corian to scroll saw it. I never could find any.
I think
I know all the countertop places around here is either masonite or granite or hardwood.
yeah. I think my man-made granite. I'm not sure if it's Corian or if it's resin, but it's hard. You can cut on it, and it doesn't mark it up at all. I don't cut on it, and I can sit hot things on it, but I don't because I just don't want to scorch it or anything. But I could, I just don't. Especially when I know my brother-in-law dropped something heavy on it and it chipped a little piece off. So I'm very careful with it. In the Shrinky Dink, if you use a hole, you just use a hole punch because it's going to shrink. So you just do a hole punch.
Use your hole punch before you shrink it down, like before you put it in the oven, and then it'll actually be big enough for like a shepherd's hook or a ring to go through.
Right, and if you want a bigger hole, you're going to have to get a bigger hole punch. Some punches, I mean, you can buy bigger ones. You can even buy the kind that you use your hand that are bigger punches, or you can just buy an actual one that's bigger, depending. But I think Shrinky Dink goes down 60%, is what I'm thinking. I did some not too long ago, and I can't remember, but I think it's 60%. And you can put it in your oven, or you can put it in a toaster oven.
Just don't forget they're in there, though.
Right, and it doesn't take long. Hardly any time at all in there. Now, was it Chris K or was it Tracy? At the end of my video said they wanted that painting. I don't remember which one it was. It popped up and then the chat disappeared. As soon as it popped up. But I don't remember who it was. It was one of them. Me, that's what I thought. I thought it was you. Because I don't think Tracy was in there. Because I think Tracy was over at Mishi's. Hi, Mary. But if you want it, Chris, send me a message on Facebook and we can figure that out. And I got all the paintings of the ones that Joe loved the most, and they're all ready to go to the printers for the cards. Probably not all the ones she loved, but the main ones I remember her telling me that she loved. I think I'm only going to make, I've got enough for 20 different images. So I will probably make 10 sets, depending. We'll see. And then if people want more than that, I can always order more. That's okay, Mary. Thank you for being there. I know Greg was over there. I don't know where he is now. He doesn't usually come into the crochet videos or lives. But he does sometimes. Hey, Larry. Yeah, those colors. I love those colors too. That's the kind of sunsets we get here in Kansas, especially when it's by water. Is Jeanette's here tonight, right?
Yeah, she was here. I see her in the chat at the beginning. Yeah, she's still here. Oh, she should still be here. Connie, how are your plants doing?
Oh, my plants are doing fine, except for, okay, I don't know how many of you know, we were supposed to still be in Utah. We were supposed to leave and come home tomorrow morning. For any of you who don't know, my daughter almost died last Tuesday. She had a seizure. Hey, Elaine. And they found her the next day, unresponsive. And they thought that she was brain dead. And because she wasn't responding at all. And she's not. We brought her home today. She's resting. It was touch and go there. They had her intubated and they had to do a CAT scan to see if her brain was even working, and it was. And she has no problems. There's a few things she can't remember, but her timeline's kind of messed up. But other than that, she's good. So we left here on Monday morning and drove 10 hours. And then the next day we drove 5 hours. And just as we were getting to my daughter's house is when I started getting all these calls, and I had to let the people in my house with a code, and they found her unresponsive. And it was scary. So the very next day we turned around and drove back. We drove 9 hours the first day and 6 hours the second. And so, yeah, it's been a rough week. And then we drove to Wichita every day, which is a 2-hour drive both ways. So 4 hours driving each day this week since we got back. And then my son yesterday had a tumble in his motorcycle and broke his leg in Utah. So, yeah, it's been a rough week, a rough couple of weeks. So I'm just glad to be home. And now I can start focusing on getting my daughter healthier. They put her on a medical leave from work so that she can get strong before she goes back to work. But she's going to get paid, which is a good thing. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for everyone for all the prayers. It was a miracle that she is with us. And they did find out that the seizure was caused by stress and lack of sleep and stress. And now they told her she has to take care of herself first. She cannot be there for her workers if she's not taking care of herself. So, yeah, my son's in a boot now. I hope he can still work. He delivers. He works for Schwann's, and he delivers ice cream to stores. And he has to drive quite a bit. He has to drive.
I remember we used to have a Schwann food delivery. Like,
yes, he used to do that.
Yeah, so like when I was living in Wayne,
That's
right?
what he
Like the
does.
Schwann guy would come by once a week, right?
Mhm.
You would fill out your order like
Yeah.
before he got there. He would come around once a week. He'd give me your order. He would fill it up for you, and you just
Yeah, we did that
load up
too.
the freezer. Man,
But now,
I miss that. I love that.
yeah, that's who he works for. But now he only delivers to gas stations, not goes to grocery stores. But he goes from Salt Lake all the way up to Evanston, Wyoming, one day a week, and he goes all over northern Utah to different gas stations. So I don't know. I hope he can work in the boot. But you know what time he gets up in the morning?
Too early.
1:30 in the morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So he goes to bed like at 5
Yeah.
in the afternoon. So his day starts at 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, me too, Mary. It was very frightening, but you know what? I never had any doubt that she would come through. I never felt like I was going to lose my daughter. I knew that she was in God's hands, and that's just what it was. So, yeah. But we got our grandson back home safe. We missed seeing our other, okay, so my other two grandsons from my younger daughter, they left the day after we got there, the day we left, they left for Washington, so I didn't get to see them. And then we didn't get to see Hudson's brother because he was in Colorado and he got home the day we got home here. And his sister was at her dad's house, and we didn't get to see her while we were there. But I saw them all just a few weeks ago, so. So I think this skirt It is now almost 9 inches. I think I will go 12 inches and then put the border, which will only be about 2 or 3 inches. I don't want it to be too big, but I want her to be able to wear it a long time if she can. But now I've got a bunch of things to send out. I already know what I'm sending Jeanette. I already have it ready. So, and I have all that resin stuff that I need to send out. And I want to get this dress done this week so I can send it out with the top. And then I got to get all the happy hats ready to go out too. Hey, Tracy. Oh, you know what the weirdest thing was? When we got home after seeing Jessica that first day, we hadn't been home yet because we went straight to the hospital. I got home and one of my plants was up on the landing on the floor, dirt everywhere, pot up in her room. Don't have a clue. She doesn't remember. Grabbing it, dragging it. It was just weird. But it's okay. Oh, and Jeanette, you asked about the plants. They're great. Tomorrow, I am going to be transplanting yours into their own pot. And then in a couple of weeks, probably in the first week of September or second week, depending on the weather, the heat, I will send them. I just want to give them, because they do go into a tiny bit of shock, and I want them completely out of that before I send them to you. You're welcome, Jeanette. Where's Oh, you said Jessica. Where's she at? Is she working?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where she is.
She must be busy doing something. I know Annie had to take her husband to work because she was in my premiere and she had to leave early. That's good, Jeanette. I had a friend who got an electric wheelchair last year, and it took her a little bit to get used to it. But hers, or is battery operated, of course. Hers folds down like a stroller. So it's easier to get in and out of their vehicle. I mean, they all fold, but hers is like a folds up just like a wheelchair. I mean, a stroller. Oh, there is she. There's Annie.
Getting there.
Do you still have no mic? Oh, good.
No, we sure. Every camera has a microphone built into it. You know that, right? Just get a headset.
Yeah. Some people don't like to wear headsets. I bought this one. I used to have a pair set, and it stopped working, and then I was just using, headphones. But my ears start to get tired. I still use them when I do my lives. Oh, she said the headset would not work. Um, I don't know, Annie. I just use when I'm on my lives. I just use my earbuds that just plug right into my computer, and there's a mic on it as well as I can hear through it. Okay. Yeah.
He slammed it, so I'm afraid of something that came loose. He dropped it, slammed it to the floor. Nice.
I mean, I have a laptop because I hate having to be tied to one spot to use it, and this way I can take my laptop anywhere. And you're right, you can lock it up. My first laptop I bought a few years ago did not have enough memory. This one has a ton of memory, and I like this one a lot better. That's true. And when I am not near a Wi-Fi, I can connect to my phone and use my computer with my Bluetooth or hotspot. I can stick it on the internet on my computer if I'm not near my Wi-Fi or a Wi-Fi. I mean, sometimes I'm driving down the road, or Ron's driving down the road, and I'm on my computer, and I'm connected to the internet. But out on your front porch, you could connect to your Wi-Fi because you're close enough. Yep. When I fly to and from Utah, I always take my my laptop and I use it on the airplane, or I use it, in the airports. Not a problem. But when I drive, I usually take my iPad, which I can do the same thing. And I have a keyboard for my iPad that connects to it. Oh, at the treehouse, yeah, maybe. If you're not too far from your Wi-Fi, you could. I can go out anywhere in my yard and connect to my Wi-Fi. So that last, when I did that live out on my front porch, I was connected. Did you ever find your cat?
Yeah, I came back.
That's good. Oh, okay, then it would probably connect without no problem. My daughter, I guess I told you guys, my daughter in Utah got a new cat, got a baby kitten. They told her it was 8 weeks old. She looked at the vet paperwork. It was it's 4 months old. Because I kept looking at him like, this is not an 8-week-old kitten. It's a kitten, but it's not that young. And so she went back to the paperwork and found out that it was 4 months old. The skirt is now 9 inches long. 10 inches long now. How many more inches do you have to go on your hat, John?
I'm going to do a couple more rows here. I'm going to do a couple more rows and see where it sits at. Because I'm
Okay.
doing another increase row right now.
Really? Didn't it go to where you didn't have increases anymore? Or are you doing that because you feel
It
like
did. I
you
don't
need?
like the look of it though.
Hmm?
I just feel like it needs it. Here, I feel like it needs it. Here, I'll show it to you. See, so these are twos, and then these are threes, right? But I still think it's a little tight on her head, so I'm just going to do two rows of four, right? Which will give it a little bit of increase, and then I'll put like I think there's like a 3 rows of singles on the bottom of that as a brim.
Right. Oh,
So
okay.
that way if it's loose on her, like that way if it's fitting loose and not tight, it'll actually still cover her ears, right?
Right.
If I just add at least two more rows of fours on here.
Right. I would do that.
Yeah. See, patterns are only guidelines, right?
Right. I don't always go by the patterns. Oh wow, Annie, I bet that scared the crap out of you. He's like, Mom, let me in. John, Chris is asking you a question.
What's the difference between your hat and Sonia's burst of kindness? I don't know. I haven't seen her hat. So this isn't Sonia's. This is whatever pattern this is. Let me look up Sonia's hat. Let me look up Sonia's hat, and I'll let you know right away. Because I didn't crochet and blonde it as to what differences are.
Well, you know me, I create my own patterns off of pictures a lot of times. This one was a lot of the different things I make.
Sonia's great. Let's look. I'll do a search for burst of kindness. What's
My
that?
my first amigurumi, it was that koala, and I wanted it to be a girl, and so I crocheted the her dress right on her, so it can't come off. It's not connected to her, but because she has such a big head, you can't pull it off, and you can't pull it over the arms, so it's connected. It's on her, but it won't come off. And then she's got a big old
Okay.
bow in her head.
Now let me just share this for a second here.
Okay, go ahead.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Sina's burst of kindness hat. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I know she revised her crown, right? So I don't know if that's her inside crown or outside crown. All right, let me make this bigger for a second here. Okay, so if you look at her crown compared to my crown, like mine starts off with a magic ring, and then a row of 12, I think it is, 12 doubles. And then hers basically starts off with a magic ring and starts off right away. She has eight, lines coming down. Mine has 1, 2, 3, 16. So it's twice as many. But I'm looking at her. It looks similar. But I'm looking at her other ones, and so it's different. It's different in a lot of ways, actually.
Well, yours looks like when we were talking about it last night. Yours looks like it's I don't know. It looks thicker.
It is really thick too.
Yeah, hers doesn't look as thick because it's like
Because like on
almost
the
like
inside,
single, not single,
yeah.
not single crochet, but single stitches in a stitch. Yours does not look that way.
So I'm not sure how she does her. Yeah, I'm not sure how hers are, but basically I start with, okay. So this row here, for example, I start with a double, and then skip one, and then do 3 doubles in a row. Well, I'm actually doing 4 doubles in a row right now, and then skip two, do a double, and then 4 doubles in a row. Skip two, double, 4 doubles in a row.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
why it
the
looks.
previous row,
Well,
yeah. So the previous row is a double, then 3 doubles, skip two, double, 3 doubles, like all the way
yeah.
for every round. Like this, it almost looks like a bucket hat right now, the way it's working out.
Uh huh.
But
But it
like when
doesn't
I
look
finish
like
with
it
it,
on the mannequin.
no. So that's why I'm adding this other foot, this 2 rows of next rows of fours on here, and then I'll add. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 rows, 3 rows of singles across the bottom of it.
Right.
So she has extended singles. What's an extended single?
Extended single is not quite a half double, but it's more than a single. There's also, I don't know if you know, there's also a half single too. There's extended single and a half
What's
single.
a half? What's a half single? No, there's single, half
There's a
double,
half. No,
double.
there's a half single. There's a half single too. I know because I've done it many times.
No,
Yes.
no. Okay, sorry. There's a slip and a single, a half double, a double, a triple, and then you got all your various ones after that,
There's a half single too.
like baubles and picots and what's a half? How do you do a half a crochet? That would technically it is a slip stitch.
No, no, it's not. It's not a slip stitch. It's a half single. Okay,
Let me grab my book.
Okay, you grab your book.
My complete guide to stitchery. All right.
Okay.
My complete guide to crochet stitches. A half single. Single, half double, double treble. Brick, moss, cross double, point, fancy double, alternating shells. Single with one space, which would be an extended one. Half double, 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 double. Nope, that doesn't exist in there. So they didn't have it in 1970. Hold on a second.
Right.
In 1972, they did not have a half single crochet.
Okay. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So in the complete guide of stitchery book, more than 14,000 illustrations, 1,000 entries. crocheting, edging. This is 1979. So it's supposed to be 7 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Bind off around the bar, new thread, block chain cruster, decrease double, double treble. No, there's no half single in here.
Well, it exists. I
Okay,
haven't done it in a
round
little while,
single,
so
single,
I'm
skip, slip stitch, space, open mesh, stitch. No, doesn't exist. 1979
yes, it
did
does.
not exist.
Okay. I am looking at a video to refresh my memory on how to do it, so I can show you.
Okay, crochet for beginners. This is 2000 something. I even went on here. .38 starts with a single, half double, double, triple, turn, slip. That's it. There's no half single. What's the copyright on this thing?
This lady's not getting to it the way I'm. Come on, just do it.
Why is there no copyright page on this book?
I don't know. That's not what I'm looking for.
Half single. Jeanette, is a half
What?
single like a slip stitch? That's what I said, Annie.
No, it's not
I did look
exactly.
at it.
I'm trying to.
There's no glossary. There's only contents.
Hmm.
Oh, look, tatting. See, I can teach me how to teach this tatting. This is a really good book, though.
Yeah,
It's
I
got all your
used to
stitches.
tat.
This has all your stitches
I
for what is it? It's got crochet, crewel, embroidery, knitting, macrame, needlepoint, rug making, sewing, tatting, and bargello. You ever heard of bargello?
yes. Okay,
What is
this
bargello?
is a link to a 2 minute and something, 2 minute 56 seconds video of a half single crochet. I'll put it in the chat. Okay,
These are
that
my
is a
go-to.
half
These are
single
my
crochet.
go-to books now.
Yeah.
Half double or half single crochet. Whatever. All right, let me look it
there's,
up. Just give me a second.
there's your link for it.
Well, I know it. Well, I can't click on links in StreamYard, which is stupid.
That is stupid. I can. That's weird. Okay, she's doing her chain. Keep your hands in.
You
Okay.
you can click on links in StreamYard.
No, I don't. I usually cut and paste them. Unless I can. Hold on. No, I can't. I just cut and paste them.
That's art with Connie.
Did I put the wrong one? I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry. God, God.
You put down your own link.
I know.
Nice.
I know. Ain't I just perfect there, huh? Okay, why isn't it not? Okay, hold on. Okay,
Well,
why isn't
the
it?
link she put in now, she took me to her page. The video she just did.
Hold on. Okay, here is her. Here's the right link.
Well, that looks better.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's better. It's just different. But she first does a little chain, and then she's
Okay,
going to show you the
let's see
half double or the half single.
this.
She's just doing single stitches now, but then she'll do half single, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's making a chain first.
Yeah, and then she goes back and does single crochets in it. She gets the foundation before she starts showing, because those are just regular singles after the chain. Okay, she
Yeah.
switched her. Okay, she's flipping around. Okay, now she's showing. So you yarn over, go in, you pull it through, and then you have 3 stitches. And oh yeah, now I remember it. Okay, yeah, you'll see it when you watch. When she goes on her 3rd row, she does a chain and then singles, and then she's going to show you how to do a half single. I remember doing this.
What? That looks
That's a half single.
okay. Yeah, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through all 3. Pull through,
No,
but don't yarn over. It's you
you
if
don't
you yarn
yarn
if
over.
you yarn over again, it'll be half double. Yeah,
Right,
if you yarn over again, it'll be half double.
right. But you don't yarn over, and it's a half single, and it's very flat, you know. But that, yeah, you could put it up. You could share it so everyone can see it if you want.
I've never seen that before.
I have. I've done it before. I could show you on here, but it's hard to see because the camera's in front of me, and my
Yeah,
stitches
I'll
are
just
not
share it
set
here.
up that way. Yeah, just share it and let everyone see it. A book is not a book without a glossary. Yeah, a lot of books don't have glossaries though.
Get that right now.
Now take the third loop through the first 2 loops. This makes your,
Half single.
let's
Okay.
try it again.
Yeah.
Pull,
Okay. So if you loop, yarn over,
yarn
go
over,
through, pull through,
go through the
and if she
loop.
was to yarn
Right,
over again, it'd be half double.
right.
We have 3 loops on the
But
loop.
it's not. She's
Take
just pulling that
third
first
loop
one
and pull it
that's
through the
closest to her
last
thumb
loop.
through both of them, and that's a half single. Yeah, I've used this stitch many times. It has been a while since I used it.
Let's do it again. Yarn over,
Yeah.
take the last third
I
loop
think you
and
just have somebody do that video for you. Nobody
Yeah.
else has ever heard of a half single crochet. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I have, and I think was it Sarah that said, who was it said Connie showing. They've seen it before. Did you figure out what the boom was, Katie or Annie? I don't know who Katie is, but
A book is not a book without a
good
glossary.
night,
Yeah,
Jeanette.
a book without a glossary. I don't know.
Hey, Chris Nealon. I didn't see you come in.
Oh, Christine, yeah, I seen you come in before we started this whole half single thing.
Oh, okay.
So you should have
Yeah,
a table of contents. So you should have your opening, your title page, your copyright page,
Mm-hmm.
and then your table of contents, right? And then
Right.
your introduction, everything else inside your book, and then usually at the back of the book, there's either a glossary or a bibliography, not a glossary, a a index, or a what is it? A bibliography, where they got all their information from.
Mm-hmm.
Bibliography.
Right.
I don't even have
So
there's
true,
no
Annie.
copyright. No copyright on this one though. This one's at least 2000. It's got colored photos. Come on, it's 2000. I'm surprised there's no copyright on this. No copyright, no printer. It did come from China, so it's probably a
That's
photocopy
probably
book.
why. I'm not saying that
Okay,
just to.
glossary. Under S for single. Single crochet. Oh no, single. Yeah, single. Okay, H for half single crochet. Mm, half
Hey,
double.
you learned
No,
it though. I showed you a
half singles.
video.
Not even listed. I wouldn't even know what the diagram for that would be though. But I know it's HSC, so half single. So in
Half
case we
single.
ever figure that, in case you ever come across it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Diana D just put a post up in our chat.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay, so works of fiction don't have a glossary. So John's reference book is considered a fictional one. Well, no, there is a glossary in it. I did show you a glossary in it. Glossary. See? Crochet glossary.
Mm-hmm.
Glossary.
And I remember seeing that in a book. That was in a pattern that I did. And I don't remember what the pattern was, but that's how I learned it.
Yeah, because she put that up. When did she put that up? She put that up a year ago, 11 months ago. She put that up. She just encountered a half single crochet.
Yeah. It's been longer than a year since I did a half single. I don't remember how long, but it's been a few years.
No, see, there's one 5 years ago. She
Yeah.
stitched and put up one 3 years ago. Half double, half single, single. Chainless foundation. What's a chainless foundation? Oh, you look that up later. Foundation single, half, double, treble.
There's
I have to learn how
also
to do foundation chains.
there's also a half treble, and then there is a double treble, and there's a triple treble.
No, stop. Oh,
Huh?
a triple treble?
A triple treble
A triple
and a
treble?
double treble.
The triple treble with trebles? The treble with
Uh-huh,
triples?
and a half treble.
Well, wouldn't a half treble be a double and a half double together, technically?
I don't remember, but I
No, it'd
learned
be a
it
double
last
and a
year.
single.
I learned it last year because of those. Remember those leaves I was making? They had all those in them.
Yep.
They had half treble, a double treble, and a triple treble,
No,
as
say that
well
10
as
times
doubles,
fast.
half doubles, and singles.
We're gonna have a competition. See if you can say triple treble 10 times fast. You'll win a prize.
Me? I can. Triple
Anybody.
treble, triple treble, triple. If I'm not laughing. Yeah.
Well, I'm still a beginner, Chris. Come on. Where was oh, right. The triples were on that cross Celtic one I was working on that I had to do front
Mm-hmm.
post. So I had to do triples. So do a triple 4 stitches over, and then do a triple second stitch beside that, and then do a triple on the first one. So you got to go back, but you got to do it on a front post, and then a triple on the front post next to that. And
I will tell you.
that's and I couldn't figure that out because I couldn't see my stitches with this ombre. It was just I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out. That's why I had. That's why I just did the whole
I will
redid the
tell
whole
you.
thing, frogged the whole
I
thing.
don't mind doing trebles. I hate doing double trebles and treble trebles or triple trebles. I hate doing them because you got so
Why?
much yarn around your
Yeah.
crochet hook, and you're trying to go through them, and they get tight because you're pulling. Yeah, I don't like doing them. Now, regular treble, I don't mind, but the others, yeah, it's to be. And I don't like to crochet super tight, but I also don't like to do it super loose. And it took me a while last year to get used to it so I could
Okay,
do it
Goldilocks.
with ease. Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
too
call you
hard to
Goldilocks.
float.
I'm gonna call you Goldilocks from now on.
Well, I used to be a blonde. Isn't Goldilocks blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no.
Where's Jessica? I'm not sure. She was going to be here, but she probably fell asleep because she's been working. She worked Friday night and then opened and closed yesterday, and she was running around doing errands today. So I don't know.
Yeah. True, Chris. I will tell you something that I discovered this week. Sitting in the car for as many hours as I did after losing 40 pounds hurts. Oh my gosh.
What in your bones?
Yeah.
She
I
needs
still have
cushions
more
then.
I'm losing, but after 40 pounds, I'm like, wow, this is uncomfortable. I told Ron I always take my pillow when I travel because I can't sleep on hotel pillows
Yeah.
or anything like that. And so I told Ron, I said, this keeps up. I'm putting my pillow underneath my butt because this is uncomfortable.
Well, just buy a slab of memory foam.
And I have some, I think, and cover it with just a cover, something,
Yep.
because that was hard.
I know when I started losing weight, I had to buy one of those Obis forms for the car seat
Uh-huh.
for my back.
Yeah. My
Just
back
to
hasn't had any issues, but
adjust my back, like make my like for my lumbar, right?
mm-hmm. I used to have one of those, but my back hasn't been too bad. I mean, it got tired of just sitting, but my butt hurt. Oh my gosh, it hurt.
Yeah, Mary. I don't know. I think she like just works herself too hard.
Yeah. I'm just afraid that it's going to catch up to her. My daughter had that seizure last week because of stress and not enough sleep. And she's only like a year and a half older than Jessica, our Jessica, because my daughter's name's Jessica too. And when you're not sleeping enough, it can do bad stuff to your body.
Well, she's doesn't. She got a really shitty sleep schedule. She got a really shitty eating schedule.
Same with my daughter. And her boss told her, she said, it doesn't matter what needs to be done at the store. You have to take care of you first. I mean, I'm sure it's different because my daughter, she's a general manager over a quick shop, which is a gas station, and she's required to work 50 hours a week. But the last month, she's been working closer to 70, not sleeping good, not eating good, not getting enough sleep. Almost caused her to die last week, so it's not worth it. In fact, I don't know if I told you guys, they thought she was brain dead when they found her. She was that close to death. They honestly thought she was brain dead. So they did the CT scan and it came back normal. But she was within hours of death. Because I saw her on the Ring camera staggering in the hallway. I did not see it till the next day. They found her like 16 or 18 hours after that. Because we weren't here. We were driving to Utah. And her blood pressure was so low, they could hardly get a read on it. It was that low. And she was barely breathing. That's why they had to intubate her. It is, Mary. She's doing much better. She was just down here a few minutes ago. She got home. I got her to eat some food, and then she took a small nap, and then she took a shower, and then she had to lay back down. Her work has given her paid medical leave.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, to get her strong again, and so she ate again. She ate a lunch when we got home, and she ate a dinner, and she's asleep now.
Okay, see? So that's with one row of four doubles on there. So if I do
Mhm.
one more row of 4 doubles, then I'll do my 3 rows of singles around it. So that'll be the perfect size then.
Yep.
Right?
I like my hats a little bit longer, but I think it will be fine.
Well, so you figure one more row will take it down to just below the ears, and then 3 rows of singles will take it about halfway down the ear.
Right. That'll be good.
As a beanie, right?
Yeah.
Or I could do a row of 6, and then that way it'll flip up, right? I could do a row of six half doubles
Right.
because I do not like doing single crochet freaking bands brims now because
I like half doubles.
the last
like-
one just drove me nuts.
Yeah, I like half doubles. Yes, Annie, you do need to.
Oh, so I found this stitch marker. So I found these on Temu, and these are actually the coolest stitch markers for working with.
Those are cool.
So I'm the stitch markers that I've started making. I'm using these for them, and you can actually, if you don't want to use a stitch marker, you can use them as keychains.
Right. They're not as strong as a keychain, but you can. Annie, sometimes that's what you have to do. Well, my daughter, when we got there that first day, she didn't have very much of a voice, and she had a full mask on her face. She wasn't intubated anymore, but they were pushing air into her to make her breathe really deep, and her voice was really hoarse, and she kept yelling, "I want to go home, get me out of here." And I yelled back at her, and she flipped me off and yelled at me some more. I said, "Well, then get stronger so you can go home." And by the next day, she only had an oxygen thing across her nose. And then when I got there today, she had no oxygen at all. And they were unhooking her from, they were taking out her IV and everything so I could bring her home.
Annie, what's a hooker?
The nurses said we thought she was going to die. We didn't think she was going to make it.
What's a hooker T-shirt?
A T-shirt that has a thing on it that talks about hookers.
But she says she has to make one.
Okay. For me, if you ask me if you can make a hooker T-shirt, I'm going to get a T-shirt and put a thing on it that says something about hooking.
No, like the one that says I'm a hooker in my spare time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a hooker. You're a hooker.
Would you like to be a hooker too?
Oh, okay.
Exactly. I have a Cricut, so I can make stuff like that all the time.
Mm-hmm. All right, everybody. Said short show. Short
okay.
shows. I'm just starting doing short shows. Probably maximum 2 hours long a piece now. It's
Yeah.
just like I said, it's just too much because I don't get anything done in my shop if I do it all day long now.
Right.
So we're doing short shows from now on. So
It works for
so
me.
you get to see a little bit of you get to see a little bit of us. We get to do some of our projects and stuff. And so tomorrow, well, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be in my shop tomorrow. So the hangout will be open. Well, we can do bingo in the hangout, and then I'll I'll do a little bit of everything. I'll do some diamond art. I'll do some woodworking. I'll do some crochet, and then we're working on our shawl along tomorrow night.
Yeah,
All right, everybody.
Which I haven't even started yet.
That's all
I
right.
don't
I'm
know.
only on
I
row
don't know when I'll
5.
start it.
I'm only on
I
row
mean,
5, but once you pass like a certain row, it is actually pretty straightforward. It's the double row repeat now.
right.
But I was having problems with it in the beginning. Annie was having problems with it in the beginning. I think everybody was having problems with it, like in the very beginning, like the first three rows of it, and then after that, it just goes together.
Yeah, I don't have any. Don't think I'm gonna have any issues doing it. I've got a lot of things going
And
before.
don't forget to grab your 3mm hook though.
I have like 5 of them.
Okay. We're talking about we're talking about sets of hooks earlier too.
Yeah, you saw
All
all
right.
my hooks.
No,
So,
I seen most of your hooks.
well, yes, you have not seen all of them. You have seen a
Exactly.
lot of them. Yeah. All right. Good
All
night,
right.
everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you later and take care and have fun.
All right. Bye.